It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well,
We're in the place they call the United Center in Chicago, the home of the Bulls, where today we'll be broadcasting live. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Bulls. They put together game after game, winning 5 games in a row. A fantastic stretch.
and right now they're in the middle of what could be the most demanding part of their schedule all season. I mean, this is the 3rd game they'll have played in 4 days. You've got to get some sore muscles and tired, weary legs when you're in a stretch like that. But not only the physical fatigue, there's the mental and emotional fatigue too.
Yeah, certainly an additional challenge, no doubt. But considering their punishing schedule, it will take a toll. Now, they're not going to make any excuses, but we'll just have to see how they respond.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Charlie Villanueva out there with Pachulia. Then it's Matthews. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Williams at the point.
A splendid pass that time by Rose. Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a 2nd-round pick, would ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, we talked about how you can slow down this very formidable offensive team. He told me it's all about following the scouting report, saying we have so much information nowadays, where guys shoot best, where they maybe don't shoot as well. We provide that to our players, and it's incumbent upon them, and of course us as a coaching staff, to try to take away what they do best. Guys, we'll see if they can take them out of their groove tonight. Back to you.
Great, thank you, Doris. So a little bit worried about containing the opposing offense today.
There was a lot to be worried about. I mean, they're not an easy opponent to face because of that offense.
That's exactly right. I mean, they have to be on their game defensively if they're going to keep pace in this one.
Rose. Excellent D there from Williams.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Dishes to Pachulia. It's Matthews on the wing. Over in the corner, Pachulia. Shot clock at 3 from the baseline. That's good.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
And Clark, for Darren Williams, he clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking.
On its way from Parsons for 2, and he hits the jumper for 2. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Rose dishes to Gibson. Right side Gasol. The baseline J. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And Parsons kicks to Williams. Wesley Matthews on the wing. The dish to Villanueva. Tipped away. It's stolen by Rose. To the inside. Here's Wright. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Wright's got his first basket.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's Williams with the drive. Pachulia, good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Bulls trail by 3. Rose with the ball. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. A rebound by Villanueva. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Williams passes to Pachulia. It's Matthews on the wing. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Taj Gibson picks one up. And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was that he was the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Now here's Gasol. That's good. Gasol's got his second bucket. Here's Williams. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Screen by Villanueva. There's the pick. Nobody near Parsons. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Listen, he has a chance to be considered the best two-way player at his position, and not sure if he is the clear-cut winner of that debate, but he is in the conversation.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Back to Williams. And Wright pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Butler on the way. Just his first attempt, and that one's good.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here is Matthews. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Here's Williams. The rebound by Gibson. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for them.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
Sometimes the bench players are a little overlooked and undervalued, but make no mistake, they play a vital role in deciding games.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Splitter comes in for Taj Gibson. And Smith subbed in for Darrell Wright. Now here's Matthews. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's Smith missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Matthews. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Oklahoma City.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Butler against Williams. Here's Rose. Parsons with the rebound.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Williams with the ball. Butler covering. They set the screen. A three from Anderson. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his third assist on the night. Williams against Rose. He dishes it to Smith. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Williams. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Matthews against Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Matthews dishes to Williams. And here's Anderson for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Butler kicks to Splitter. Smith against Anderson. Gasol a screen. Smith the pass to Gasol. Butler attacking. Rebound by Williams.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Kicks it to Parsons. It's Matthews on the wing, defended by Butler. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Chicago making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Gasol. Tony Snell comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Derrick Rose. Then for the Mavericks, Evans, he's checked in for Pachulia. Felton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Darren Williams. Now here's Parsons. 17 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev. And that also was a factor.
Here's Snell. He's covered by Felton. And here's Clarkson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Splitter misses. Mavericks trail by 3. Felton dishes to Barea. A clear look for Parsons. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Parsons got his second bucket tonight. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now, here's Clarkson. Splitter sets a screen. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Parsons against Splitter to the right side. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Again, the miss by Felton. 1:33 left to play in the first. Felton against Mirotic. Here's Smith. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Smith's got 7 points. Mavericks trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Now here's Parsons. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Felton. Can't hit, so the Bulls will take it the other way.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. The defense offers just a little bit of resistance. He doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Barea. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. To the wing right side. Felton goes in. And Parsons kicks to Barea. And the three ball is good. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Clarkson passes to Mirotic. There's a good screen. Passes it to Smith. And there's the feed to Mirotic. Here's Splitter, and the rejection by Evans. For 3, Felton. No good on that last second attempt there. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bulls out front, up by 3. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
A lot of times, the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Tayshaun Prince out there with Mirotic. Then it's Splitter, and it's Smith, and it's Clarkson in at the point guard. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Barea. Now the pass to Villanueva. And stolen by Splitter. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Felton against Smith. Felton dishes to Villanueva. And that one's good. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Clarkson kicks to Mirotic. Smith outside. Mirotic sets the screen for Smith. Smith drawing the double team. Now Clarkson, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now here's Barea. Defense is right there. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Charlie Villanueva. That's his first foul.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
So for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Splitter. And it's Butler in for J.R. Smith. And then for Dallas, Pachulia. He's checked in for Jeremy Evans. Matthews comes in for Anderson. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Raymond Felton. To the paint. And finished off by Mirotic.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Shot by Villanueva, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Clarkson with the ball. It's deflected. Villanueva with the steal. Barea, the pass to Williams. Feeds it to Villanueva. The kick out to Williams. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Butler. Fires from the corner. And Pachulia pulls it down.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Williams, that's good.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Mirotic the screen. Now here's Clarkson, guarded by Barea. And here's Clarkson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Talking about Jaja's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Jaja. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol is checked in for Mirotic. Wright comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And it's Rose in for Jordan Clarkson. And Chicago has possession. It's a three-point game. Gibson the screen. Rose double teamed. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Barea dishes to Williams. He feeds it to Barea. He's looking for Villanueva and finds him. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And so here is Chicago. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
And he makes the first. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Here's Butler, and that one goes long. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run, and the shot is good. Matthews has got his second bucket of the night. Chicago trailing here. Butler on the wing. 11 feet away. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. Dallas has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Barea kicks to Pachulia. Matthews left side. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Williams. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Williams has got 12.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Rose. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
The free throw drops for Rose.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Parsons checked in for Pachulia. Rose hits them both.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
The Bulls have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Williams kicks to Barea. Butler against Matthews. Pass to Parsons. And the miss by Parsons. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Rose, no good. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Outside Williams, screened by Villanueva. Matthews against Wright. Matthews passes to Villanueva, and Gibson sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Rose. Shoots from the line. That's good on the jump shot. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Williams a screen. Matthews dishes to Villanueva. Here's Barea. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. He kicks to Williams. Dallas, no good that time either. The Bulls leading by 4. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Butler against Parsons. Butler kicks to Gasol. It's rebounded by Dallas. Barea, the pass to Williams. To stop the drought, and he lays it up and in. Williams has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And let's see which big men have had the softest touch lately with this look at the leading field goal percentages among centers and power forwards in the last 10 games. Pau Gasol, 3rd.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position. Then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands. Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Outside, Felton. It's Matthews on the wing. it as the shot clock ticks down. Matthews has got his third basket of the night right there. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Rose. Dishes it to Splitter. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now here's Felton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Parsons kicks to Matthews. They set the pick. Here's Felton. And another basket for Dallas.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Mavericks with the rebound. Parsons got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked, really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Felton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Floats one up, and Splitter pulls it down.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Now Rose. He's got 10. There's the dish to Splitter. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now a 5-point Bulls lead. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Kicks to Matthews. 41 seconds left here in the second. Anderson outside. He dishes it to Matthews. Rebounded by Rose. Rose has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Passes it to Smith. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
No need to rush here. They can play for one shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
Here's Felton. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Bulls lead by 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. You seem to be playing with plenty of determination. What lit the fire under you tonight?
Coaching and my teammates. I mean, they've been telling me to drive the ball. Just finally clicked and start driving the ball. Good things happen.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and asserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
And what a tremendous game for Smith. 18 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Mavericks, Charlie Villanueva out there with Chandler Parsons. Then it's Williams. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Matthews in a shooting guard. Here is Matthews, following the score by Taj Gibson. That's good. Pachulia's got 9.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now here's Rose. Wright sets a screen for Rose. And Wright, here we go. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Rose against Williams. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Butler against Matthews. A step back shot here. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Now here's Matthews. He has 6. Williams against Rose. 11 feet away. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Darren Williams.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And it's Wright missing. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Matthews kicks to Pachulia. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
On defense, Chicago. 3-point lead. And by Villanueva. 3 from Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing. Chicago has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Wright dishes to Gasol. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after.
It's his first trip to the line. Free throw drops for Gasol. Clarkson, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Both free throws good from Gasol.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Williams kicks to Pachulia. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Pachulia's got 11 points.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Now, here's Clarkson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The shot's good from Gasol. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass. And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
And the basket good. Pachulia's got 6 here in this quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Clarkson passes to Wright. Gasol dishes to Gibson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Misses the three. Right against Parsons. Williams with the ball. He's got 16. The feed to Villanueva. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 1-point Chicago lead.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it.
Pocket 6. Gasol kicks to Gibson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. First in shooting percentage, first in fewest turnovers per game, and they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league, and that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Prince comes in for Darrell Wright. The Mavericks also with a sub. Boreas checked in, and he can't hit the second. The Mavericks trailing. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
Shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs, saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
Great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
Prince's shot is good, and Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got 15 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Butler dishes to Mirotic, puts one up from 19. That's short off the rim.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Villanueva with a screen on Butler. Williams against Butler. Williams kicks to Pachulia. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Clarkson kicks to Butler. Goes up from the top of the key, and he gets it to go. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. Barea kicks to Williams. Williams double team. Launches a 3, and Barea with the basket on the assist by Williams. Barea's got 5 points now this quarter. Bulls trail by 4. And Mirotic has it in the corner. That one's good from the corner. For Dallas, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great 3rd quarter for them offensively. They set the pick. Right side, Williams off the screen. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gibson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clarkson passes to Gibson. Butler against Parsons. And the pass to Clarkson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. All sorts of time. Rebound by Butler.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
From deep, Prince. And the rebound goes to Villanueva. Villanueva's got his 6th rebound on the night. Parsons dishes to Villanueva. Barea kicks to Pachulia. Feeds to Barea. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Barea's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Chicago. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And, you know, for the Bulls, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Parsons' shot is off. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Clarkson passes to Snell. In the corner, it's Splitter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Mirotic. Here's Clarkson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Nice shot by Felton.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And here's Clarkson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Splitter sets a screen for Smith. The Mavericks pull it in. Here is Barea. They sent the screen. Pass to Evans. Fires from the line. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. Now, here's Clarkson. He feeds it to Mirotic. To the inside. Here's Snell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Parsons. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half. That can be self-destructive.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Bulls.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And both free throws good for Evans.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 21. Mirotic inside. Covered by Parsons. Parsons with some nice D. Anderson outside. Felton attacking. All alone. Parsons' shot is off. Bulls trail by 5. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Barea. 1:21 left in the third. He kicks to Parsons. inside. And here's Anderson for three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Splitter's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Snell. The rebound by Anderson.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Felton kicks to Evans. Dishes it to Barea. Back to Evans. Pass to Parsons. There's the feed to Evans. To the inside. From downtown. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. Smith kicks to Rose. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Rose has got 12 points in the game. Mavericks leading by 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barea dishes to Evans. Anderson kicks to Evans. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter. Rose passes to Mirotic. Off on the layup. Felton goes in. Drains the 19-footer. 9 points in the game so far.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 7. We'll get right back to the action when we... Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. The Mavericks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Jarrell Wright is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Matthews gets it to go.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. The Bulls making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Jeremy Evans. Dallas leading by 7. Now Matthews. On the wing, Williams. Off the pick. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Splitter with a screen on Williams. Rose kicks to Splitter. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Williams. Here's the screen. Down low. Layup off the pick.
Pick up the game for Pachulia. He has 17 points. He has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Splitter. And Pachulia drops them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Rose dishes to Gibson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Villanueva's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Butler against Williams. Over in the corner, Matthews. 4 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Matthews has got 5 points now this quarter. Bulls trail by 11. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Kicks it out to Gibson. Here's Gasol. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, for Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
Now here's Williams. The dish now to Villanueva. Shot clock at 3. Here's Pachulia. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career. And he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to. Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Rose goes in. There's the bucket, good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here is Williams, following the score by Derrick Rose. Williams against Rose. 16 feet away, and that misses everything.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuff where he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
Now, here's Butler after the miss from Darren Williams. 8 feet away. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Matthews with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Dallas again missing. Bulls trail by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here is Williams, following the basket by Terrell Wright. They double him with Butler. Villanueva passes to Anderson. On the wing, Williams. Kicks to Pachulia. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 9th assist in the game now. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Chicago calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits at this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them 3 points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Williams after the miss from Pau Gasol. Double team on Williams. And Villanueva kicks to Anderson. On the wing, Williams. Screen by Villanueva. Williams dishes to Villanueva. That's good. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Rose with the ball. He dishes it to Butler. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Pachulia. The second effort, Villanueva with the buckets.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Rose against Williams. Rose goes in. Shot's good. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Williams against Rose. There's the pass to Villanueva. And Anderson kicks to Matthews. Clock at 6. Some solid defense from Butler.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Gasol, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Charlie Villanueva.
Looking at the game for Gasol, 8 rebounds and 10 points.
That free throw, no good.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Parsons checked in for the Mavericks. Berea comes in for Darren Williams.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Rose passes to Wright. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Butler kicks to Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
Now here's Berea, feeds it to Matthews. Pass to Berea. Screen by Villanueva. Goes up on the high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bulls trail by 10. Pass to Wright. Back to Rose. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. And Matthews throws it down.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Rose. Poke loose. It's stolen by Berea. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Mavericks lead by 14. Bulls have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. And here's Rose. From 10 feet out, that shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Berea kicks to Pachulia. Villanueva against Gibson. Pachulia dishes to Parsons. Shot clock at 5. And J.J. Berea the bucket on the assist from Parsons. Parsons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Rose. With the floater. Misses in close.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Pachulia's got 16 here in the second half. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Rose kicks to Gasol. The Mavericks pull it in. Parsons got double-digit rebounds now in the game. He feeds it to Berea. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Parsons. Lots of room. Rebounded by Rose. Rose has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. A huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
And Greg, you know, as interconference opponents, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. I mean, they won't see each other in the regular season again until next season.
And I don't think anybody saw a performance like this one coming tonight. What a big-time game for Pachulia. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And stolen by Wright. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Butler. Can't get it to go. Parsons with some nice D. Here's Barea. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, his ability to get into the paint, get to the rim was deadly. For a guy who's mainly a perimeter shooter, it was remarkable how many of his points came right at the bucket.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.